right. All right. It is 7 o'clock. So good evening, everyone. Welcome to the command line. The command line's CISSP study session. Courtesy again of Pocket Prep. Just want to again thank the folks over at Pocket Prep for making this possible. So if you not currently a member of our community on Discord, again, you can find me on LinkedIn, find my links on there, and be able to join the community. Um, and also, if there's any issues, please just reach out. I could send you an invite link, no problem. Let me show that link real quick. I know it's scrolling, but yeah, again, you can just reach out in the chat. I can send it, send that invite link to you. All right, so tonight we're gonna do as we always do, 30 questions, 30 CISSP study questions. So again, you can follow along if you're following us on YouTube. Participate in the chat. Share your thoughts, insights. Also, if you want to come through on StreamYard, if you're part of that Discord community, you should see that link. Also, if you find Tallawah Cyber on LinkedIn, you'll find the invite links there as well. And also, you could join and participate in the questions as we go along. All right, so let me take this down. All right. That. All right. And here we go. Let me make sure I got everything ready to go. All right. All right, let's get to it. Yeah, so first question. What physical lock uses a keypad? So yeah, this should be cipher lock. Yeah, that's the one that uses a keypad. I guess probably not a great way to explain it, but let's see what they say here. Yeah, so cipher lock characterized by a keypad requiring a specific numerical sequence on the keypad to unlock an entrance. Keypads are used in data centers or even within restricted areas to add an extra level of security. Tumbler lock, is more common type of lock mechanism found on many doors and padlocks. Mortise lock is a type of door lock that is set within a rectangular mortise in the door. And biometric lock, security device that uses unique physical or behavioral characteristics. Let's see, Aldi is joined. Good evening, sir. Welcome. All right. Getting to the next one here. Yeah. So, what security principle requires that no users have access to perform unnecessary tasks?
That would be principle of least privilege.
Yes, that should be. Yeah, principle of least privilege. Yeah, no users have access to perform unnecessary. Yeah, only the bare minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah, least privilege. Yeah, I'm really gearing for tonight to do better than we did last week. So so far we're hitting 100. All right. What security process is used to identify and understand potential threats and mitigations regarding an asset?
Would that be threat modeling?
I believe it's threat modeling. Use identify and understand potential threats and mitigations. Yeah, this should be threat modeling. Yeah, I was looking at threat hunting, but it's not
Yeah.
hunting. Yeah, so threat hunting refers to a technique used in security operations in which production environments are actively scrutinized by an experienced analyst for threats and indications of compromise. All right. Which of the following application security evaluation techniques is sometimes referred to as a peer review?
Um, oh wait, hold on.
So, uh, I want to eliminate Bravo. Code review is possible. SAST review is so static application. Gosh, because I know so between SAS and DAST, so you have DAST, that's the dynamic, I guess security, I guess static application security test. I think DAST is a dynamic application security test. Um, I think this is Charlie. I think this is for peer review. I think that's code review.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was gonna say code review.
Yeah. So code review is application security evaluation technique, sometimes called a peer review. All right. All right. When using a redundant array of independent disks or RAID, which RAID level both stripes and mirrors data across a set of drives?
Is that rating 10?
I think it's 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10 is both. Zero, 0 is striping, data is striped between a set of drives without parity. 1 is mirror. So it just has those functions separately. So 0 and 1. 1 again is mirroring. 0 is striping. 5, data is striped between a set of drives, but parity is also written to each drive. So this allows for a single drive to fail without causing the rate to fail. So this provides redundancy, but the usable storage is reduced by 1 drive's worth of storage. Um, RAID 6, similar to 5. However, 2 says parity written to each drive. 10, as we mentioned, RAIDs 1 and 0, the usable storage is reduced by 50% of the total storage. All right. Each morning, employees are required to log into their workstations by using a tokenized key card, username, and static password. Whether remote or in office, this process is the same for all employees as a security precaution. Which security measure would best meet the requirements of a type 2 authentication factor?
I believe it's D. It's something you have, so a smart card may be combined with the program token. It's a tokenized key card, username, and static password. And so I believe cat cards are like that, where you have a tokenized key card, and you have to use your username, and it automatically goes to your identification, which is username and the static password that you have.
Yeah, I see it. I see that. Um, I'm just going through. Yeah, so it's definitely not Charlie.
No,
It's not Bravo. Yeah, yep. Yeah, smart card that may be combined with a program token. Smart cards can use programmable tokens and radio frequency identification or RFID to authenticate personnel, and this would be considered a form of type 2 authentication. All right, when a password does not change frequently and is used for each login session, what is most likely considered?
Hmm.
Oh, this should be static.
Yeah, I was thinking static.
When a password does
Static.
not change frequently and is used for each login session. I'm torn between alpha and delta and say fixed, but I don't know if that's a I don't know if fixed is a
Yeah, I was saying
proper
static
term.
too.
I'll go with static.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So fix. Okay, yeah, yeah. Because that's what I was saying. I wasn't sure if fix was a proper term. So fix is not a term for such
Yeah.
passwords. So static password is one that does not change frequently. Static tokens and passwords aren't as secure as dynamic ones. Dynamic passwords change each time a session expires. An example of that, a dynamic passwords are token generated passwords and one-time use passwords.
Yeah.
All right. Gate Gayton works for a large pharmaceutical company as their information security manager. Someone has reported that it appears that there has been a war driving attack against them. Which of the following explains war driving?
It deals with phones.
Um, Not necessarily.
We're driving
It really has to do with Wi-Fi. Like
Wi-Fi.
more like you trying to get
Let's see.
I think it's gonna be alpha.
Yeah, I think it's A. Follow. Yeah, I think that'll be A. If anything, that'll be scanning for a wireless signal.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're like circling the
War
block,
dial.
see whose, Wi-Fi networks are open or, or weak or vulnerable and um trying to exploit it. Yeah, so you scan for wireless signals, often from a vehicle. Attackers use special software with GPS to record the location of each network. The term can be expanded to any mode of transport, such as war bicycling, war boating, and so on. Wow. Um, I don't even know it got that deep. All right. Which of the following is essential to the interoperability of logical and physical addressing schemes by resolving media access control addresses from internet protocol IP addresses?
That'll be B. Address resolution protocol.
Yeah. ARP. Yeah, ARP communication protocol used to discover the link layer address associated with the given internet uh, protocol version 4 or IPv4 address and is a critical function in the internet protocol suite. All right, when an object is referred to as hot in the realm of business continuity and disaster recovery, the term usually indicates what?
Um, if we looked at hot site, it's already is able to run. Um, I would say A is
Yeah, it should be alpha.
yeah,
Yeah,
currently online and running.
it's not broad. Nothing to do with temperature.
Nah,
Nothing about high demand. Nothing. Yeah, nothing to do with temperature.
yeah,
Yeah, hot side. Yeah,
because that's what I was thinking. Hot site is up
yeah.
and running.
All right. All right. Hey, Haley works for a large manufacturing corporation. She is working with the disaster recovery planning team. They have been working on determining a variety of specific restoration requirements for when they experience a disaster in the future. They are in the process of determining if they have the right data backup solution in place. This extends to being able to recover data in the event of a disaster. When planning a disaster recovery solution, the amount of data loss should be lower than which of the following?
Hmm.
The amount of data loss should be lower.
The amount of data loss should be lowered. Should be. I want to say. Nah, we could take C and D out, right?
Uh,
This is a disaster. Well, you know what? Mm-mm.
I don't know if I want to take that out yet. From the disaster in the future. So this extends to being able to recover data in the event of a disaster. I almost want to say Delta.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, take A and B out because that's dealing with quantitative.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be Alpha.
Yeah, so we could take A and B out. So it'll either be the recovery point objective on the maximum tolerable downtime. Yeah, I think I'll go with D. Oh, it
Oh,
was RPO.
RPO.
It's
All right.
50-50.
Yeah. So I'm planning a disaster recovery solution. The amount of data loss should be lower than the recovery point objective. So the RPO is the threshold expressed in an interval of time established by the organization to indicate the maximum amount of data loss it can tolerate without adverse impact. You know, an organization that is unable to tolerate more than a day's worth of data loss should have an RPO of 24 hours. Okay. Yeah. Because RPO is time. There's another one that deals with like the amount of loss, amount of data lost, recovery point, something. I forget the other term. But I know one. Yeah. So RPO deals with time, and the other measurement that deals with data, the amount of data you can lose. All right. Dwayne is the security manager for a hospital. He's monitoring key risk indicators of the following, which is not a key risk indicator.
I want to say C. Increasing average service ticket time to close. That'll be a key performance indicator, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be performance. Yeah, key risk. Yeah, that's not
Oh
risk.
man.
Right. Yeah. See, it says it here. Yeah. Yeah. Average service ticket time, that's performance, a KPI. All right. And the state of the system, if the state of the system is a snapshot or a moment in time, the activities that alter the state are called what?
Oh yeah, I do not know.
If the state of a system is a snapshot or a moment in time, the activities that alter the state are called. Hmm. I don't think I've ever dealt with a question like this before. Um, I want to say, I want to say between Charlie and Delta, and probably will go with Charlie.
We can go with Charlie.
The activities that alter the state are called.
Wouldn't that be an adjustment or
It actually it could be. I mean, I'm not
if
I'm
you're
not confident.
altering?
Yeah, it could. Yeah, I could see it being Delta. I mean, let's
Yeah,
try it. Oh, it
oh, the
was.
transition.
So
It
state.
is.
Sorry, guy.
I said no. It's just both. But
Yeah.
I
So state transition is the terminology used for activities that can alter a machine state. State machine security models require that all actions that change the state must be authorized, and the machine state must remain secure during transitions. The other terms are not used in system terminology.
hmm.
All right, COVID 2019 defines 6 principles of a governance system. Which of the following is not one of those principles?
Oh wow, I didn't see this one coming. Oh. Hmm.
Tailor governance to enterprise needs.
You can cut A out because COVID. You do have to take the government's to enterprise needs.
Yeah.
So we down 75%, 3 out of 4. Um,
What about Delta?
maximize the shareholders' value. I would go with it, but I'll just yeah.
What were you, I guess, originally thinking?
I was thinking Delta, but I was like it. I'm trying to look between Bravo and Delta, but I was like, you do have to provide stakeholder value. I'm trying. I know once I got rid of A, it came clearer. Okay,
Mhm.
I might can look at between B and D, which one it is, because I think C is also is a principle too. Apply a holistic approach.
Yeah.
So now I'm down to B and D. So I'll go with D. I,
Yeah, I'm thinking Delta.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
So the six principles of COVID 2019. Yeah, provide stakeholder value, apply a holistic approach, create a dynamic governance system, separate governance from management, tailor governance to enterprise needs, and ensure end-to-end governance. All right. All right. Jim is a system administrator for a bank. The bank uses a single sign on technology that utilizes a key distribution center. Of the following, which single sign on technology is the bank most likely using? Oh, I okay. Ooh. I almost went with Kerberos because I saw
Nah,
KDC.
that'll be Selma. I believe that is Selma right there because it's saying a single
Yeah,
sign off and uses
yeah,
it.
yeah. But I was thinking of
Oh,
a
hold on.
ticket.
It might be Kerberos because it does do a key just KDC, and a KDC is in the Kerberos too.
But Kerberos deals with tickets, no?
Yeah,
You have a ticket granting server, ticket granting
yeah,
ticket.
ticket.
I don't.
Is the KDC is inside the ticket granting server because authentication held a key distribution center. But also, I like the single sign-on technology. Now we know it's not A.
No. I think Bravo isn't Bravo single sign on
I
technology.
believe so. I'm really 50-50 on Bravo.
Yeah, I think it might be Bravo.
It's,
But you were saying Samuel.
I was thinking Selma, but you know what? This is down between now is now between B and C. Selma and is between because see KDC is throwing me a loop.
Hmm. Yeah,
KDC is
I
throwing me a loop because the only one that's without single sign on is pretty much um Kerberos. I'm really looking toward Kerberos. Um I'm really looking between Kerberos.
I will. I don't want to stay on this too long, but I'll go with Bravo. I'll take my chance. We'll see. We'll find out. Ah,
It
it was
was
Kerberos.
Kerberos. KDC was always throwing me off. Everybody else had single sign on, but KDC was a part that really threw me off on a loop.
See, and originally I was thinking along those lines with Kerberos. 'Cause I thought of tickets, but as you mentioned, yeah, and you did say that KDC is within the
The
server.
server.
Yeah, so Kerberos is a single sign-on technology that uses symmetric encryption and a concept of tickets to grant access to resources within a realm. So users request tickets from the KDC, and the tickets provided by the KDC are used to authenticate a user when they attempt to access a resource.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just one of them, like, it's there, but you just trying to question everything, like which way you knew. I just knew it wasn't LDAP, and
yeah, that I did know. As I can see, OpenID says another cloud-based SSO technology, but there's no
there's no
KDC.
KDC,
Yeah,
and so
and the same thing with SAML.
yeah,
There's no KDC.
yeah. So yeah.
Okay. All right. At this time, which political governing body is considered to have the strictest information privacy laws?
Golly, because I want to say, oh yeah, hold the strictest. Hey, European Union, because GDPR is European.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, they do not play. All right. Which of the following would best describe a situation where an attacker has been given access to files or data due to the timing of process execution?
What's that
That's
birthday
alpha.
attack? Oh, you said race conditions?
Yeah. Due to the timing of process. Well, what were you about to say?
You know what? It is alpha. I
That's
was gonna
yeah.
say birthday attack, but then I was like the
No, it's
timing.
not birthday attack.
Yeah, I go with race conditions.
Yeah. Yeah. So race conditions occur when attacker modifies an object before the next process acts on that object. This allows the attacker to manipulate an application or operating system into performing actions that would normally not be possible. All right. Yeah. Birthday attack is done against a hashing algorithm.
Uh,
Salting the hash helps prevent this by adding a random number to the password before hashing.
yes.
All right. Carbine Stakes Incorporated is seeking a cost-effective way to ensure a quick response to potential cybersecurity incidents. The company wants to implement a system in its production network that would allow for automated incident response using playbooks and runbooks. Which technology or concept would best suit the company's needs?
A sword.
SOAR. Yeah. Yep.
Yes. Security, orchestration, automation, and response.
Yep. All right. Which of the following is specific to legally securing protection for inventions?
WC patents.
Yes. I don't know, man. I get I think it's a little bit of paranoia when I with these questions. Like some questions like I feel confident in and
Mm-hmm.
I feel I'm going too fast. I try to purposely slow down and make sure I read it again just to make sure. But
Yeah.
yeah. All right. The assignment of labels or classifications and mandatory access control can only be performed by who?
Should that be managers?
Assignment of labels or classifications.
Because literally, data owners are the ones that can assign the labels of classification in the map.
Yeah, and that's what I was kind of looking for, but
But I'm like, should it be sysadmin or managers? But if you're looking at the highest, you're thinking managers.
man,
It's
because the system administrators would, I guess, thinking like who will be ultimately responsible if something happens. Would be
yeah,
the
that's
manager.
what I was thinking too. It
Wow.
was sysadmins. Oh my goodness, how? But why not managers?
Um,
Yeah,
So the modification label and the or classification of resource in Mac can only be performed by system admins. Users should never be allowed to modify. Managers might be the ones that are considered the data owners. If that's the case, they're responsible for the appropriate classification of data, but they would not normally do the actual modification of the label itself. What does this say? The assignment of labels or classification can only be performed.
So okay, I get it now. The even though managers are owners, but they wouldn't do the modifications. And it said in the cyber it can be performed. They can only assign them, but the performance would be more on the system admins, which would be most like custodians.
Hmm. I definitely read that as the owner, like
I
as
did
like the
too.
owner role. Like they're the ones that assign it because even the question doesn't say anything about modifying it.
Yeah, but it said perform, and that's what throws everybody off.
Who can only be performed by who? Okay. I think I get what you're saying. Yeah. I see it. Yeah. Because the owner wouldn't perform the
Owner would
action.
grant it, but they
Yeah.
would never perform it.
Right. Yeah. I get it. Yep. All right. Mara is planning a security test for a new server that was recently put into production. She's evaluating all the factors that might affect how the system is vulnerable or open to attack. Of the following, what is the least significant factor for Mara to consider?
Okay, she's planning a security test for a new server that was recently put into production. So she evaluate all the factors that might. You're looking at availability, right?
Yeah. All right. Which of the following is the least significant factor for Mara to consider? So she's evaluating how the system is vulnerable or open to attack.
So she's evaluating the availability.
But it says availability of testing resources.
Mm-hmm.
She's evaluating my affect. So she's looking at how it might affect the system being open, vulnerable, or open to attack. So all right. So significant factors are criticality of the system, um, classification, sensitivity of the info stored on the system for sure, and uptime. I
So my question is this: which one would you rather take out, the confidentiality or availability?
But they're saying, but it's not availability of the production; it's availability of the testing. So they're talking about a server that was recently put into production.
Mm-hmm.
So she's evaluating factors that might affect how the system, how the system that is in production is vulnerable to open to attack. Availability of testing resources out of all these other choices here is the least, I guess, important. Or
So if that's the least, now you got to narrow it down to either the uptime of the system or the availability of the testing resources.
yeah, I mean, I would, I mean the yeah, the uptime, the availability of the system of the system that's in production, that's very important.
Hmm.
So Yeah, so that's what I say. I think Alpha through Charlie, those are the ones you keep, and then Delta is the one that would be the least significant factor amongst these choices.
But let's go with D.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I knew it was availability, but I didn't know which one.
All right. So the lowest on the list of concerns out of these four options is the uptime of the system. This is because Mara is planning and looking for vulnerabilities at the moment. Security tests are conducted to verify that a control reduces risk to an acceptable level. These tests include automated scans, tool-assisted penetration tests, and manual attempts to undermine security. They should take place regularly with attention paid to each of the critical security controls protecting an organization. The availability of testing, resources, classification, and sensitivity of the information stored in the system and the system's criticality should all be considered when performing a security test. Wow.
We were on the right path. We just didn't know which
Yeah.
way to go.
Yeah. All right. A threat actor has attacked a web server and has disabled its ability to serve a company's customers. What category of crime would this be?
Is the computer the target of the crime?
A threat actor attacked a web server and disabled its ability to serve a company's.
I think it's either A or C, but hold on.
I think it might be Charlie. It's not. I don't think it's computers misuse. So I would eliminate Bravo and Delta. Because that web server was used to serve a company's customers. But let's just say it was like Best Buy, right? It was so somebody attacked Best Buy's web server, so people can't check their accounts or anything like that. So so to me, the threat actor is attacking Best Buy, but the way for them to do that, they attack their servers so they could bring down Best Buy. That I think Best Buy is a target, but
But the server is incidental.
yeah, that's my thought process. Because I don't know if it's Alpha. I don't think it's. I don't.
Hmm.
I think they're trying to bring down the company, but in order to do that, they're bringing down that company or organization, whatever, via their server.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's Charlie. But
Let- Let's
that's
see
how
what
I
we
look at it.
let's see what we got.
Oh my
It's the
gosh.
target of the crime.
How so? All right. So there's three categories of crime. So the computer be the target of a crime. The computer could be of assistance in the commission of a crime. Finally, the computer could be incidental to the commission of a crime. When a computer is the target of a crime, the attack would be something like what is given as an example in the question. As a server is what was attacked. If the computer is of assistance in the commission of a crime, then the threat actor used the computer and its capabilities to launch the attack. So yeah, so I kind of figured that. I didn't. That's why I didn't think it was that one.
Yeah. But when
So
it's incidental.
yeah, so if the computer is incidental in the commission of a crime, then the threat actor used the computer, but it was something that could have been done without a computer.
Hmm.
Okay, so document. So for example, document the sales of the illicit drug trading in a Word document or spreadsheet when it could easily just have been done on paper.
Well, I got a new computer misuse wasn't in that.
Okay. All right. All right. Which of the following might be used to define requirements and ensure the security of third-party software?
Would that be S-ball?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Software bill of materials.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, SLR. Service requirement. Service level requirements.
Yeah, to
Oh,
define
define
requirements.
requirements. Oh,
The materials define what was, yeah. Yeah, SBON identifies all third-party code that went to an application, making it easier to identify potentially vulnerable and malicious components. Wow. All right. FM200 is best defined as which of the following? Is it? I think it's gas because I think that's like Helon or something.
I think so.
I think this is gas. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Halon.
Halo. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a gas extinguishes fires, make it a safe suppression system for electronics. It's a colorless suppression agent. It's electrically and non-conductive and safe for humans. It's used to replace halon. It's not halon. It replaces halon in fire suppression. Um, because halon, I think, it was like harmful for the ozone layer or the environment. So that was a replacement for it. All right. Which of the following is the only approved method for sanitizing top secret media?
Um, deleting,
Sheesh.
erasing, clearing, and the gauze. Well, hold on. The only approved. Wouldn't there be destruction?
I would say destruction.
You want to get rid of everything, but
Yeah. Top secret. Yeah. You want to destroy it.
yeah.
Destruction is the most thorough form of sanitization and is therefore the only approved method for sanitizing top secret data. Of the following features, which would be least likely to be included within the European Union General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR?
Well, I know purpose limitation is in there. Would it be data maximization?
Yeah, because they're very strict on um, how much data is being used. If
Yeah.
anything, you want to use the least amount. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, see, it's the opposite. It's data minimization for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Collecting the least amount possible to reduce liability and maintenance while performing necessary functions. All right. What process should be followed when data is no longer needed and must be destroyed?
Um,
Oh, marking.
Wait, marking?
Yeah, what process should be followed when data is no longer needed and must be destroyed? Well, well, no. So it'd
I
be
think it's either sanitation or the gauze.
yeah,
I think it's
sanitization.
sanitation
Yeah, yeah,
because the gauze is still gonna be there.
yeah. So marking is incorrect because it should already be marked prior to sanitization.
Yeah.
Marking is process of labeling it with the proper classification. Yeah, yeah. Sanitization is correct answer here. All right. A local business is becoming more aware of a rise in cybersecurity events and breaches, even though they believe all necessary data is encrypted. What is another practice the business can implement to both reduce the risk of customer sensitive information being leaked and also reduce the business's liability?
Um, reduce the risk of customers being leaked, and also reduce the business liability.
I'm looking at between Alpha and Charlie. This actually plays on the previous question we just had. When we talk about data minimization.
Yeah,
So what's another practice business can implement to both reduce the risk of customers' info being leaked? So if something happens, you don't want to collect like their social security numbers and addresses, and then you get hacked, and then now all that information is out in the wild. So if you collect the minimum amount that you need, you reduce your liability. So if you don't collect everyone's social and you get hacked, yeah, I mean it's still bad you got hacked, but at least not so much information is out there for your clients or customers that you collect data from. Um, the only thing is, I'm looking between Alpha and Charlie. It says so limit data use. No, I think it's Charlie.
I
Limit
think it's
data
collected by
collected.
limit the
Yeah,
data that's collected by the business.
right.
Yeah. I was looking at Apple. I was like, nah, I wouldn't do the service level agreement because you still got some sort of liability or regardless of
Well,
it.
it was really for me when it says limit data use. It doesn't say anything about a collection, so
Yeah,
it's already talking about the data you already have. So
yeah,
using that within the SLA, but for what they're trying to accomplish, you want to collect the least amount possible. So you want to limit the data that's collected.
yeah.
All right, a perimeter intrusion detection and assessment system or PIDAS is most likely to include what feature?
Detection and assessment. Will it be C
I think
or
it's
will it?
Charlie. I think it's Charlie. Could has to do with like character.
Yeah.
Uh, were you thinking Alpha?
No, I
Yeah,
was thinking Charlie. I was. It was between Alpha and Charlie. I was leaning toward Charlie.
yeah, I think it's Charlie. Let's see.
Oh wow.
Barbed wire.
Oh, because it's a perimeter, physical. It's a physical.
Yeah,
Oh, you know
yeah,
what?
yeah.
I should have thought that the first time, but my thing was like I was looking at detection, but my thing was I'm looking at both signature-based, port filter, and heuristic-based detection, and all of them was all in technical, where bar wire is physical.
Right.
So either it was gonna be all the way off or it was gonna be spot on.
Yeah. So PIDAS is a type of physical security control, specifically an advanced fencing system that may consist of multiple fences, including some that have barbed wire and are electrified.
Yeah.
All right, last one for tonight. Which of the following is a term referring to the study of electromagnetic emissions and the control of those emissions that can be intercepted by a system attacker?
That should be Tempest.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Tempest is a US UK government term referring to the study of electromagnetic emissions that can be intercepted by a system attacker, then controlled. Emissions are intercepted from a distance because devices emit electromagnetic frequencies as they transmit data.
Yeah.
All right.
Is it better?
Hey,
73 is better.
it's a pass. It's a
Yeah.
cert. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah. So gotta. Yeah, it was. Yeah, because I don't think we got a pass last week.
Yeah. This time we
So
actually got a pass on it.
yeah. but yeah, definitely would like to get this score up. But yeah, I don't know, man. The this is I don't know. This was quite challenging.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if the questions changed or something, but it's definitely stepped up. So
yeah.
which is good. All right. Well, that is all for tonight. You know, those watching on YouTube as well, join us every Monday um, here on the command line. If you want to join us, join the Discord community. You know, follow us, find us on LinkedIn. Uh, and if you ever need an invite, just find me on LinkedIn. I'll definitely hook you up. So, all right, everyone. Well, thank you, and have a good night. Keep
Have a good
studying.
night. All right.
Right.